Recently, we took a road trip to the Shiloh Museum of Ozark History, and I'd love to share what we saw and learned. The story of the museum began in 1965 when the city of Springdale, Arkansas acquired the Guy Howard Collection of Native American artifacts. This collection had been the life's work of William Guy the Judge Howard, a prominent Springdale public servant who held many roles over the years, including city attorney, mayor, and municipal judge. Howard's passion for collecting started when he picked up his first arrowhead at the age of 5. From that simple beginning, he went on to build an astonishing collection of over 10,000 artifacts, ranging from prehistoric tools to objects from the historic Native communities. For decades, he welcomed visitors into his home to view his collection, and after his passing, the city purchased it from his estate so that it could be preserved and shared with the public. With this foundation, the Shiloh Museum of Ozark History officially opened on September 7, 1968, in the old Springdale Library building. Initially, the museum primarily focused on the story of Springdale itself. However, its mission expanded in the 1980s when it received federal grants, allowing it to broaden its scope to encompass the entire Arkansas Ozarks. During that time, the museum began to develop its unique campus, adding 4 additional historic structures to the ground: an 1850s log cabin, an 1870s general store, an 1870 county doctor's office, and even a 1930s outhouse. These buildings joined the existing 1870s house, giving visitors a real sense of stepping back in time. The museum continued to grow. In 1991, a new purpose-built structure replaced the old library, providing modern exhibit space. And just a few years later, in 1995, a barn was added to the grounds, further enhancing the museum's ability to tell the story of Ozark life. Walking through the exhibits is like traveling through time. The journey begins around 14,000 BC, when the earliest people inhabited the Ozarks, and continues through thousands of years of settlements, adaptation, and change. The museum highlights not just the Native American history, but also the arrival of European settlers, the development of early industries, the coming of the railroads that connected this once isolated region to the broader world, and it also highlights the importance of agriculture and livestock to the Ozark region. Other exhibits explore the way the Ozarks were shaped by natural and global events, including all of the major wars. One of the absolute highlights of our visit was the Vaughn-Applegate Collection, an impressive display of early photography equipment. And as someone who enjoys photography, I found it fascinating to trace the evolution of camera and lenses and to see how people once captured their worlds on film. Alongside this, the museum also showcases works from the Mary Parsons photography collection, offering a more personal glimpse into the daily life of Ozarks families through historic photographs. The overall feel of the museum reminded me of the Blue Ridge Institute in Ferrum, Virginia, another place that brings regional history to life. While Shiloh doesn't have a working farm like the Blue Ridge Institute, it more than makes up for it with its detailed exhibits, historic buildings, and friendly, accessible approach. In the end, I came away convinced that the Shiloh Museum of Ozark History is one of the best ways to get acquainted with life in the Ozarks, past and present. It is engaging, informative, and easy to enjoy. Best of all, the museum is free to visit and is open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. If you ever find yourself in Northwest Arkansas, it is definitely worth the stop.